Let's talk about getting the highest or lowest values in an array. So you can see I'm using a range-based for loop to do this. We are going to be using this int arr array as the array of choice, and our int a right here is just to store the value at this index. If you're unfamiliar with range-based for loops, there's always that playlist link below the like button with a ton of C++ videos. Starting off though, we're going to make a new variable, and we'll call it int high. We'll initially set it equal to 0. Now, inside of our for loop, we're going to want to check if the current element is greater than what's stored in high. If it is, we need to change what our high is. So we can say if high is less than a, we want a new high equal to a. And that's pretty much it. We're going to use this for loop to go through the entire array so that we're able to compare all elements. And then we're done. We can just do a cout, and we can print high as follows. If you wanted to change this to get the lowest variable, you would just set this to be less than a. And if you wanted to make sure, like let's say you had negative numbers, right? What you could do is instead of setting this equal to 0, as long as you're sure that there's at least one element in the array, so you don't get some array out of bounds, what you can do is set this equal to the first element. Essentially, you would have arr, oh, it already fills it out. And then we have this 0 index that's going to store the value 1, and see it printed out the value 5 as the highest value. Let me show you this. So we'll do cout, we'll print out high. This should print out 1. Let's do an end line so we can keep this organized. So line 14, all it's doing is it's going to print out 1, because currently it's the highest variable. And then we can make a value that's 20, and then at the very end, we should just print out 20. So we'll print out 1 here because it's our current highest, and then when we're at the very end, we should print out 20 because that's going to be the highest value inside of our array. So we have 1 and 20. Again, if you wanted to make it the lowest value, you would just change this to be less than. So it should print out 1 from this, and then it should print out 1 again because 1 is the lowest value. And that's pretty much how we would go about looking and examining highest or lowest values in an array. You can push this towards many different applications, and I hope that helped. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments below. More C++, check out the playlist below the like button.